If you've been online recently, you've probably noticed everyone talking about RM and whether he subtly reacted to the new dating rumors surrounding Jungkook and Winter. Messages are circulating from people claiming to have spotted the two together, and some fans have even escalated the situation by suggesting these might be Jungkook's final days with BTS. So hey, let's dive straight into everything that's unfolding. Right now, there's a particular text message exchange floating around that has fans buzzing. Some are convinced it hints at what's going on between Jungkook and Winter. If you aren't up to speed, both artists' companies have reportedly chosen not to make any official statement about the situation. And personally, I think it's important to note, silence is not confirmation. A lack of response doesn't automatically mean something is true. Silence can simply mean the companies are done engaging with rumors they consider petty, unproductive, and overanalyzed. At the end of the day, their priority is the artist's work, music, performances, business, not their private lives. It also shows respect toward the artists. Agencies usually avoid commenting on their personal relationships because they don't want to feed into invasive speculation. And as I've said before, and this is a big if Jungkook and Winter were actually talking, getting to know each other, or in some early stage of dating, even they might not have defined the relationship yet. Having a company assign a label they haven't agreed on would only make things messier. But of course, silence always fuels rumors. That's why more so-called evidence keeps popping up. One screenshot in particular shows a text conversation where someone claims they saw Jungkook and Winter entering their shop back in June. What's strange is how such a major sighting would only go viral now, months later, right when the topic is at peak attention. I'm not accusing anyone of lying, but the timing is definitely interesting. And because of this, people are believing the two may have secretly been together for half a year or more. Still, we need to be realistic. A text message isn't proof. Anyone can edit texts, fabricate them, or generate them with a few clicks. There's no photo, no video, no surveillance footage, nothing that can actually be verified. So as of now, there is zero solid evidence. And honestly, that's how everyone should see it. Dating rumors in entertainment, especially in the US, are often intentionally manufactured. Publicists and PR firms can create fake relationships for exposure. They can stage photos, arrange coincidental moments, or mimic a celebrity's posting style to make it look like the two are connected. I'm not saying this is what's happening with Jungkook and Winter. There's no logic for that here. I'm simply pointing out that rumors are incredibly easy to manipulate, which is why we shouldn't accept anything without actual facts. Some fans are now escalating this even further, claiming Jungkook might leave the group or the label, and even suggesting tensions within BTS. Others say certain members are unhappy with him because of the rumors. Jin's recent livestream has also been dragged into the discussion, where he talked about being envious when younger members didn't get scolded for things he would have been blamed for. Fans are misinterpreting this, stretching it into a conversation about whether older members are being unfairly judged for younger members' alleged behavior. But let's get real, there's no reason to believe there's any resentment among the members. And when we look at how the fandom responds to rumors, it becomes clearer. Dating stories reach millions of people, and maybe a couple thousand comments are negative. That means the overwhelming majority don't care, aren't mad, or simply think it's interesting gossip and move on. The loudest voices are usually the most irrational ones, not the largest group. Real K-pop fans you could walk up to on the street, will almost always say they wouldn't be bothered if their favorite idol dated someone. Unfortunately, the people causing the panic are the minority with the biggest megaphones. On top of all that, there's a lot of conversations surrounding RM's recent livestream. Some viewers believe he was expressing frustration toward Jungkook or suggesting Jungkook should address the rumors personally. But this interpretation doesn't line up with RM's history or his views. This is the same man who openly discussed wanting to settle down but felt fans would react negatively. Why would he suddenly demand Jungkook explain himself about an unconfirmed rumor? What RM actually seemed to be saying was that he cannot speak on behalf of the entire group, especially regarding an issue that centers around someone else's personal life. He's reminding the community that members aren't responsible for each other's choices, especially choices that may not even be wrong. He was likely flooded with questions about Jungkook, and he needed to set a boundary. And honestly, that's reasonable. To interpret his message as anger toward Jungkook is unfair and overlooks the real point. He doesn't want fans attacking them, and he doesn't want uncomfortable pressure put on him for something that isn't his business. None of the members should be expected to explain someone else's private life. There's also this idea floating around that idols must take accountability immediately whenever a rumor surfaces, even if nothing has been proven. But human beings don't process things that instantly. Accountability requires reflection, conversations, and time to understand what actions, if any, were wrong. And in the case of dating rumors? The wrongdoing isn't even clear. Dating isn't a crime. Idols shouldn't be forced to choose between happiness and career or pressure to clarify something that might be untrue in the first place. Honestly, it's the fandom that sometimes needs to take accountability. Sending hateful messages, threats, or constant pressure for a public statement over something unverified is not okay. And if people are demanding a statement when there is no proof, that's on the community, not the artist. To put it simply, none of the circulating claims convince me Jungkook and Winter are dating. There's no evidence, the companies aren't speaking, and the members certainly aren't fighting because of it. The only thing that's real is the noise, but noise doesn't equal truth. Let me know what you think about this situation. Share your thoughts. And of course, check out the Patreon, link is at the top of the description. Thanks so much for this wonderful comment right here. Love you, bye.